Yo, good evening, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, creator, host with the most, misunderstood, lonely nomad, unstoppable, independent podcaster, and of course, Queens, New York native from the neck of the woods of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And you are now rocking, listening, tuning in, streaming, and watching the 359th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York Avenue podcast, live and direct in the comedy space for unfiltered, uncut, filtered, unfiltered, and everything else in between, alongside with segments and entertainment news. We have music news. We have transit news involving the MTA and other things whatsoever. Yes, live and direct from StreamYard, alongside with alongside with the channel G Money Stacks 555. Make sure you grab that subscribe button for me and make and of course leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, and be sure to add the podcast to your playlist, and of course be sure to enable alerts for new episodes so you'll be notified when there is going to be some new live stream podcast episode recordings. All right, which includes the date, day, and time. All right. um before I get into before I get into the episode, um I know everybody's been fatigued from the election, as far as like the election anxiety, which I talked about in in the previous episode, actually, which is 358. You're more than welcome to actually listen to that, and along with some tips that I actually talked about in that episode. Now, I wanted to actually say something, but I didn't have time to mention it. Now, I get the fact that um the immigration and money in your pocket for loans, for student loans, rent, groceries, um bills, all that other stuff. But at the same token, just because you have a lot of money, just because you have money in your pocket, doesn't mean it's going to solve every damn fucking problem. It's not gonna happen. That's just the reality. And like I previously said, some of y'all who voted for cheese face President 47, of course Donald Trump, y'all gonna regret it, because as I mentioned in Project 2025, of all the things that he said that he was going to cut, and it's not just abortion, social security, you have healthcare, you even have mass transit, all that stuff that I talked about in the episode. And I actually put a question in the YouTube community tab. Y'all more than welcome to actually take a look at it. It's basically, I'm asking I'm asking you to share your thoughts on how you feel about not just the election itself, but how do you feel about Project 2025? All right. And yeah, there you go right there, man. Now there is a mental health topic that I didn't get a chance to talk about in the last episode. So I'm going to actually get into it right here, right now, with a little thing that I like to call mental health check-in. Let's go. The previous mental health check-in topic that I was gonna talk about in the last episode is basically work-life balance. So let's get into it right here. Let's take a look. Hold on a second, because I. All right, so wait a minute. Yeah. Um. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Where did I do? Yes, work-life balance. Here we go. And this is from the Mental Health America website. All right. So, for a lot of people, the pursuit of a healthy work and life balance seems like an impossible goal. With so many of us torn between juggling heavy workloads, managing relationships and family responsibilities, and squeezing in outside interests, it's no surprise that more than 1 in 4 Americans describe themselves as super stressed. And that's not balanced or healthy. In our rush to get it all done at the office and at home, it's easy to forget that as our stress levels spike, our productivity plummets. Stress can zap our concentration, make us irritable or depressed, and harm our personal and professional relationships. Over time, stress also weakens our immune systems and make us susceptible to a variety of ailments, from colds to backaches to heart disease. The newest research shows that chronic stress can actually, double our risk of having a heart attack. That statistic alone is enough to raise your blood pressure. While we all need a certain amount of stress to spur us on and help us perform at our best. The key to managing stress lies in that one magic word: balance. Not only is achieving a healthy work or life balance an attainable goal, but workers and businesses alike see the rewards. When workers are balanced and happy, they are more productive, take fewer sick days, and are more likely to stay in their jobs. Of course, here are a few practical steps we can all take to loosen the grip that stress has on us and win back the balance in our lives. At work, set manageable goals each day. Being able to meet priorities help us feel a sense of accomplishment and control. The latest research shows that the more control we have over our work, the less stress we get. So be real about workloads and deadlines. Make a to do list and take care of important tasks first and eliminate unessential ones. Ask for help when necessary. Be efficient with your time at work. When we procrastinate, the task often grows in our minds until it seems unsurmountable. So when you face a big project at work or home, start by dividing it into smaller tasks. Complete the first one before moving on to the next. Give yourself give yourself small rewards upon each completion, whether it's a 5-minute break or a walk to the coffee shop. If you feel overwhelmed by routines that seem unnecessary, tell your boss. The less time you spend doing busy work or procrastinating, the more time you can spend productively or with friends or family. Yeah, that's just not easy. Believe me. Ask for flexibility. Flex time and telecommuting are quickly becoming established as necessities in today's business world, and many companies are drafting work life policies. If you ask, they might allow you to work flexible hours or from home a day a week. Research shows that employees who work flexible schedules are more productive and loyal to their employers. Take five. Taking a break at work isn't only breaks at work or on any project will help clear your head and improve your ability to deal with stress and make good decisions when you jump back into the grind. Tune in, listen to your favorite music at work to foster concentration, reduce stress and anxiety, and stimulate creativity. Studies dating back more than 30 years show the benefits of music in everyday life, including lowered blood pressure. Be sure to wear headphones and pump up the volume and your productivity. Communicate effectively. Be honest with colleagues or your boss when you feel you are in a bind. Chances are you are not alone, but don't just complain. Suggest practical alternatives. Looking at the situation from someone else's viewpoint can also reduce stress. In a tense situation, either rethink your strategy or stand your ground calmly and rationally. Make allowances for other opinions and compromise. Retreat before you lose control and allow time for all involved to cool off. You'll be able to you'll be you'll be better equipped to handle the problem constructively later. Give yourself a break. No one's perfect. Allow yourself to be human and just do the best you can. At home, unplug. The same technology that makes it so easy for workers to do their jobs flexibly can also burn us out if we use them 24/7. By all means, make yourself available, especially if you've earned the right to flex your hours, but recognize the need for personal time too. Divide and conquer. Make sure responsibilities at home are evenly distributed and clearly outlined. You'll avoid confusion and problems later. Don't overcommit. Do you feel stressed when you just glance at your calendar? If you are overscheduled with activities, learn to say no. Shed the Superman, Superwoman urge. Nobody has that, man. Oh shit. Get support. Chatting with your friends and family can be important to your success at home or at work and can even improve your health. People with stronger support systems have more aggressive immune responses to illnesses than those who lack such support. Take advantage of your company's employee assistance program. Um, Many organizations offer resources through an employee assistance program, which can save you precious time by providing guidance on issues like where to find a daycare center and caretaking for an elderly parent, as well as referrals to mental health and other services. Stay active aside from its well known physical benefits. Regular exercise reduces stress, depression, and anxiety and enables people to better cope with adversity. According to researchers, it'll also boost your immune system and keep you out of the doctor's office. Make time in your schedule for the gym or take a walk during lunch and have some fun. Treat your body right. Being in good shape physically increases your tolerance to stress and reduces sick days. Eat right, exercise, and get adequate rest. Don't rely on drugs, alcohol, or cigarettes to cope with stress. They'll only lead to more problems. Get help if you need it. Don't let stress stand in the way of your health and happiness. If you are persistently overwhelmed, it may be time to seek help from a mental health professional. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. Taking care of yourself is a sign of strength. Um, there's another one that I wanted to hit. There's another one that I wanted to see. Yes, work life integration. Hold on a second. I think that's what that was, man. Work life integration. Okay. um, I think that's the same thing as work balance. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think it's the same as. Wait, is it? Work life integration. Oh, so this is kind of different. All right. That's not it, man. What the hell? Why in the hell? It's not one of it. Let's see. Yeah, work like yeah. I guess this is the same, but hmm. Um, hold on a second. Let's see. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. Work life integration. Yes, that's what I meant to do. Okay. I think it's the same. Wait, is it the same? I'm not too sure. Hold on. Hold on a second. Work life integration. Okay. Um. Okay. What is work life integration? You ask. And hold on a second. So this is from a website, People Keep. With more companies sticking with remote and hybrid work environments, many U.S. employees struggle to maintain a healthy work life balance. Working from home can fuse many aspects of employees' personal and professional lives, making it difficult to find a true balance that doesn't result in burnout. As company cultures work to adapt to these new challenges, employers and employees have begun focusing on a new concept, work life integration. For many organizations, work life integration offers a more realistic approach to um, how we now work. This explains why it's rising in popularity over work life balance. In this article, we'll explain what work life integration is, its pros and cons, how it differs from work life balance, and how you can create a culture of work life integration at your company. Now, what is work life integration, you ask? Work life integration is the practice of allowing employees to coordinate their and professional lives in a complementary way and fulfill both sets of responsibilities. It involves enabling employees to organize work schedules, environments, and tasks so they can also complete any personal obligations they may have throughout the day. Um, Leaving the office early for a doctor's appointment and then finishing an incomplete project at home. Attending a conference call from the car on the way to pick up a child from school. Catching up on work at the room for a walk during lunch break. Working from the airport while waiting to board a flight for a trip. Caring for a child or loved one while working from home. Work life integration creates flow and harmony between all aspects of an employee's life. Instead of separating work and home, responsibilities get done when they need to according to the schedule that fits the employee best. This flexible approach to working can result in greater productivity, job satisfaction, and employee engagement. How does work life integration differ from work life balance? While work life balance and work life integration both strive to improve the coordination of work and personal life for employees, the two practices differ. Work life balance, as we talked about that, is a way for employees to separate their professional and personal lives in a healthy and balanced way. Employees complete work during specific shifts or work hours. Outside of work hours, they focus on other aspects of their life. This distinct separation allows employees to fully engage while at work without feeling burnt out or constantly on the clock. On the other hand, work-life integration combines an employees' personal and professional lives, so all tasks get done when needed. Employees can choose when to do their work and other obligations as long as they complete their job responsibilities on time. Rather than keep work and personal duties apart, employees can find the best way to merge with them. Essentially, work-life balance separates an individual's work and personal lives by creating firm boundaries. In contrast, work life integration brings both aspects together, so work and personal activities can simultaneously occur throughout the day. Um, okay, what are the advantages and integration? New concepts can be daunting to introduce into a workplace, and some employers may wonder if work life integration is suitable for their organization. Fortunately, work life integration has many advantages for employers and employees alike. A few benefits of work life integration are um, number one, it reduces stress. Trying to achieve a healthy work life balance can be stressful. Finding time to work while considering personal responsibilities can quickly, quickly become mentally exhausting for many employees. Work life integration allows employees to work for a while and then pause to accomplish other tasks or have quality time with family. This greatly reduces the stress of choosing between the two. Um, it boosts productivity when employees can choose their own schedules. They feel empowered, trusted by leadership, and more confident, all of which can result in increased productivity. According to a Gartner survey, 43% of workers said flexible schedules improve productivity. Greater productivity can also produce a higher quality of work, making your company more profitable. That's number two. Number three, it's flexible. A significant advantage of work life integration is its flexibility. Employees can prioritize their work and daily life without choosing one over the other. Employees can organize their day as they like, giving them greater control. Even better, a recent study found that a sense of control or the ability to influence your environment and outcome correlates with improved mental and physical health. Sorry about that. Where was I? Yes, number 4, it improves retention. It improves retention. Employees will stay at your company for the long run when they feel appreciated and set up for success. With work life integration, you show your employees that you trust them enough to work the way that's best for them. This improves morale, engagement, and job satisfaction, factors that play a big part in retaining employees and making your company culture more attractive to job seekers. What are the biggest challenges of work life integration? While work life integration has several advantages, it comes it does come with potential challenges. Some obstacles of work life integration are um, one, it may encourage employees to work more. Employees who have blended their work and personal lives may have difficulty disconnecting. Everyone needs to rest and recharge. That's true. But the ability to work from anywhere at any time, excuse me, at any time, may make some employees feel like they should be working more often. Hold on. Overworking to this extreme can lead to burnout, reduced productivity, and higher stress levels. It may not be suitable for all workers. Individuals with strict schedules, whether it's a set work shift, specific industry obligations, or rigid family responsibilities, may not do well with work life integration. These situations may not allow for true integration or even a healthy balance. That's number 2. For example, employees who work fully in office or in issues. Therefore, work life integration may not work well for employees who don't work a remote or hybrid schedule. Sheesh. It may blur boundary lines. Number 3, it may blur boundary lines. Integrating life and professional responsibilities may create boundary issues for some employees, while work life balance prioritizes boundaries. Integration can cause some individuals not to know when to put work away. Coworkers may reach out at any time of the day, and employees may feel compelled to respond. That's why establishing clear boundaries with work life integration is vital. And number 4, it may require more planning. Combining work and home life requires a solid plan to succeed. Employees must prepare work and personal schedules in advance, divide their time properly, juggle multiple tasks, complete all responsibilities, and have the support of their manager and family. Employees who don't want to be disciplined may opt for a traditional work schedule or strive for work life balance instead. How you can cultivate work life integration at your organization, you ask. Many employers are familiar with how to promote work life balance, but if you are looking to shift to a culture of work life integration, it may be confusing where to start. Below are 5 ways to create an environment prioritizing work life integration at your company. Number 1, survey your employees. To support your employees with work life integration, you must identify their needs. This way, you'll understand their ideal work hours, preferred work environment, how they best communicate, general family or caregiver responsibilities, and more. You can ask these questions to new hires during the onboarding process. You can also leverage your um, human resources team to survey current employees to get their feedback. Once you receive the survey results, you can implement a formal um, work life integration strategy. Be sure to add leadership and business objectives into the strategy. Set clear guidelines on how flex schedules will work, how you'll measure performance, and how you'll determine productivity levels for employees to succeed. They must know how to excuse me. They must know what you expect of them as they coordinate their work and personal lives. Number two, offer customizable employee perks. Another way to support your employees both in and outside the workplace is by offering personalized benefits. Not only do various perks, but they help your employees better manage life. In contrast to traditional benefits, customized perks support the needs of diverse workforces. Your employees can participate in the benefits that work best for their individual needs and take advantage of unique perks that other companies may not offer. Um, for instance, a remote technology company implemented a 4-day work week in 2020. Currently, 91% of their employees say they are happier and more productive than before. Some fringe benefits you can offer to support work-life integration includes professional development opportunities, flexible work schedules, childcare benefits, fertility benefits, commuter benefits, personalized health benefits like health reimbursement arrangements, health savings account, or flexible spending accounts, lifestyle spending accounts, pay time off, pet insurance, meal allowances, a variety of stipend like wellness, remote work, travel, and technology stipends, tuition reimbursement, and education assistance. Number three, encourage flexible work environments and schedules. Work life integration is most successful when employees work have flexible working hours. Encourage them to choose the work hours that are best for them to create high quality work and still have time to achieve personal goals. Think of work life integration as an elevated version of work life balance. Employees need the freedom to define what balance means to them. As an employer, you support your employees as they determine how to schedule their day. Remember to motivate them to take short breaks throughout the day to avoid burnout and allow for changes as they acclimate to integration. Most importantly, don't focus on the number of hours worked. With work life integration, judging employees by their results, performance, and productivity is better. Number four, use modern tools and technology for employees to be successful working outside the office. They need the right tools to be productive and communicate with their team. Certain tasks may require collaboration and organization. Projects like these are easier to complete from home or a mobile device with proper technology. The right tools and software should be reliable and functional enough to support employees no matter where or when they work. Trello, ClickUp, and Asana can keep teams on track and leaders up to date on task. Work life integration means employees work at different times of the day. You should encourage um, asynchronous communication. It gives workers time to focus on tasks without distractions or feeling obligated to respond to non-emergency text messages immediately. This will reduce stress and increase productivity and performance. Number five, lead by example. Employees take their cues from their leaders. If you want work life integration to be successful at your company, show your employees that you also follow the method. When employees see their managers integrate work with their personal, they are likelier to try it. It tells them to support the won't judge them for following suit. If you and your managers have flex schedules, take breaks throughout the day and schedule time for personal activities. Let your employees know about your schedule and mind them to do the same if they are hesitant before. Additionally, having a company culture where leaders participate in the same team building activities their employees do create a more inclusive and positive workspace. No, workplace, excuse me, overall. In conclusion, the workplace is an ever changing environment. As much as we may want it, striking the perfect balance between work and personal time isn't always possible. Yep, I agree with that. However, work life integration is a way to give employees the flexibility and freedom to work the way that's best for them so they don't compromise their work or personal lives. While a new concept, work life integration can improve morale, increase job satisfaction, and boost retention, and whether employees are at home or work. They can use personalized employee benefits to make their lives even easier. If you want to revamp your benefits package, yeah. So that's the more. That's really the more of the story, man. You know what I'm saying? That's really the more of the story to this, though. If you like to learn about, you know, work life integration, you can go to peoplekeep.com. And also for work life, hold on, and also work life balance. You can, yeah, work life balance. You can actually do the research for yourself. So there you go. Um, let's get to let's get to let's get into some transit stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into some transit stuff we got to get to. Um, all right, let's go to the New York Mass Transit Files segment. All right, let's do this. Here's what's happening in transit news of New York. Subway riders in Queens are freaked out by the sight of zip ties seemingly holding together railroad tracks on a section of the A line. The discovery comes as the MTA is set to massive changes to its capital projects plan at the MTA board meeting, which already took place already. Um, which already took place already, actually. And in the wake of Governor Kathy Hochul definite pause on congestion pricing, which was to have helped fund subway improvements. The middle track at the A Line's Rockaway Boulevard station in Ozone Park, Queens, is wrapped in zip ties, which from the platform appears to be girding the track's structural integrity. It looks funny, said A Train rider Sandra Brando as she waited on the eastbound platform, like something is going to break or something. One rider, Far Rockaway resident Elsa Bolanos, said she has seen the zip ties for some time, lamenting that the tracks could be dangerous and the ride is sometimes bumpy. Um, it's been there for a while, said Bolanos. I don't know how long exactly. The track worker on site said the railroad ties from splintering, falling into the street below ahead of planned track work. The MTA confirmed that answer in speaking with AM New York Metro. The agency says zip ties are commonly used as temporary protection before more permanent repairs can be made. Even so, seeing the zip ties on the tracks at the 109-year-old train station still didn't sit well with riders, even when told of the work plans, because it reinforced a perception and the system is in disrepair. I wouldn't have no, excuse me, I would have to take their word for it, even though I see this is a faulty mistake that could go at any moment, said local resident Nicholas, who declined to give his last name. I mean, judging by how it is and how old it is, I can see this definitely breaking off in some time. The MTA is currently in triage mode as it seeks to identify the most urgent repair needs to prioritize at it takes a red pen to its $55 billion capital plan, which now has a $15 billion hole due to get Governor Kathy Hochul's pause on congestion pricing. MTA development honcho Tim Mulligan is set to give a presentation to the MTA board um, outlining the cuts that need to be made to the MTA capital program, potentially including halting the Second Avenue subway expansion and plans to modernize subway signals and make stations accessible for disabled New Yorkers. Mm, yeah. It could also leave many state of good repair projects in the aging subway system on ice for now. The pause on congestion pricing is also expected to impact service reliability. The MTA will likely now have to spend forward on paying back debt earlier. Agency finance honcho said Monday, hitting the agency's operating budget for running subway and bus service as well as payroll. Speaking of Governor Kathy Hochul, um, New York mass transit system could be in for an uncertain future under a second Donald Trump administration, and advocates are now pushing Governor Kathy Hochul to start the congestion pricing program before his inauguration on January 20th. The Manhattan Tolling Program, which would fund billions of dollars in mass transit improvements, has been on temporary pause since Hochul announced the suspension in June, much to the furor of advocates who are seeking to reverse the pause in court. I don't know, man. That's crazy, man. Has previously promised to terminate pricing in its first week in office, putting the MTA in a race against the clock to secure $15 billion of capital funding before it potentially disappears forever. Jeez. Governor Kathy Governor Hochul, must race against time to secure the money New Yorkers need to fix our aging subway and protect riders from climate change, said Danny Pearlstein, Policy and Communications Director at the Riders Alliance. Right now, our governor must fund the reliable trains and accessible stations that she paused for political gain. I don't know about that one right there, man. I don't know about that one right there, man. To be honest, that's just like, come on, man. Like, you have to understand, hardworking people have a lot of burden that they are facing. Like, you got bills and all that other stuff. They gotta make ends meet too. It's not just you. The stakes are dire for New York. For New York, the pause on congestion pricing blew a $16.5 billion hole in the MTA's $55 billion 20 to 24 2020 to 24 capital plan, imperiling priorities like expanding the Second Avenue subway, modernizing subway signals on lines, and making the system more accessible for people with disabilities. The MTA now has a new proposed 5-year capital plan worth prioritizes state of good repair work that keeps the aging system in working order and forestalls cataclysmic collapse of assets like elevated subway structures. The plan is only half funded though, and Hochul has suggested it may excuse me it might have to shrink. Oh man. All right. Okay. Um okay. All right. Trump, ever in vindictive personality, has promised to exact revenge on his political enemies in the second term. Many Democrats believe this could come in the form of withholding federal funds from the states like New York, where voters rejected Trump and polls tend to oppose his agenda. I think it's very clear that if Donald Trump wins, the money will not flow to New York. Representative Dan Gold, yeah, Representative Dan Goldman said at an MTA press conference last week. He has previously demonstrated that his policy decisions are based on the political leanings of the various states. He is not somebody that is interested in representing any states that do not vote for him. Trump's slow walk giving federal approval to New York's congestion pricing program, which was approved by lawmakers when he was in power in 2019 and was initially forecasted to take effect in 2021. Federal environmental review kicked off in earnest under Joe Biden's administration, and approval was granted in 2023. Congestion pricing was set to take effect on June 30th of this year, but Hochul announced her intent to pause it with just over 3 weeks to go, citing what she cast as too much of an economic burden on working class New Yorkers. That's true. The MTA's 2020 to 24 capital plan was undergirded not just by congestion pricing, but also by freely flowing dollars from the Biden infrastructure bill. According to an analysis by the state comptroller, the federal government's contribution to the MTA capital plan nearly doubled between the Trump and Biden administrations. Meanwhile, the federal government contributed less than $80 million in discretionary grants to the MTA under Trump versus nearly $4 billion in are massive. So even if they funded it at the same level as the last administration, the needs are so much bigger, said Rachel Foss, senior policy advisor at Reinvent Albany. I think we are looking at a smaller funding envelope. And that's all the more reason for Kathy Hochul to take $15 billion off her plate and turn on congestion pricing while she can. Hochul has insisted she will find the tens of billions of dollars needed to make the MTA whole, but has not given any indication of how she will do that. Speaking to reporters on Wednesday, Hochul said she intended to put forward announcements and a funding plan by the end of the year in a timely enough frame, and noted she has spoken with the White House 3 days ago on the topic of congestion pricing, but wouldn't elaborate. She also noted that she intended to be a bulwark against the Trump administration and any attempts to defund projects like the Gateway Tunnel or the Second Avenue subway, though the latter is now suspended anyway due to the pause on congestion pricing. At the MTA's monthly board meeting last week, agency chief General Lieber said he had not spoken with either Trump or Vice President Kamala Harris regarding the MTA's priorities. On Wednesday, Lieber said the MTA will approach the new administration in a business-like fashion. The MTA's approach is business-like, focused on running great service to move millions of people because when New York does well, the national economy does well, said Lieber. We will make the case in Washington where there is a long history of bipartisanship on transportation issues, as we did during COVID, working alongside Senator Schumer, Republicans, to make sure transit was able to keep. Rumors have swirled that Hochul is mulling restoring the toll at the lower rate. If the $15 base toll isn't lowered below $9, it likely wouldn't trigger the need for another federal environmental review, though it may require further sign off from the internal MTA tribunal, though it may require further sign off from the internal MTA tribunal that determined the tolls in the first place and further reevaluation by the feds that it fits within the original scope of the environmental assessment. But the clock is ticking. We've heard again and again that the president elect plans to cut transportation and infrastructure funding. Having congestion pricing firmly in place will make it much harder to wipe out, said Lisa Daglian, executive director of the Permanent Citizens Advisory Committee to the MTA. Governor Hochul, the situation has never been more stark. We're facing transit Armageddon without your leadership. It's now or never. Congestion pricing and the future of transit is in your hands. You see, this is why I didn't want to. This is why I didn't vote for that racist bastard Donald Trump, because I knew because of that Project 2025 topic that I previously talked about in 358, and I did mention the whole thing with mass transit and the funding being cut and stuff. So it's like, yo, you really try. It's like, yo, what type of president wants to fucking take away funding from the MTA, who's carrying millions of people who's trying to go to work in other destinations? A petty a petty motherfucker. And and like I said before, man, the idiots who voted for Trump, y'all going to regret this shit, man. First of all, he doesn't care him. He doesn't care about you. JD Vance don't fucking care about you either. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even about a race thing, man. It's more than just that, man. Like seriously, man. We are screwed. We are screwed with him in office. Now, even though New York voted blue, I mean, it's just the fucking frustration that a lot of people are talking about, including what Angela Rye, Andrew Gillum, and Tiffany Cross was talking about. Is the simple fact that he has immunity. Immunity. In other words, he's like fucking invincible from consequences of all the wrong stuff that he's did, including January 6th. Including January 6th, when he had his followers go to the Capitol, wreck everything. Many people got killed, including a few cops and others. Many people, including myself, will not forget what happened on January 6th, which is coming up within. So there you have it right there. Um, I just wanted to get that off my chest, man. I don't trust Trump. I don't trust him. I really don't. This guy's an evil. Anyway, let's go to this actually. Let's go to this actually. So, um, the New York City subway has logged its billionth rider in 2024, achieving the milestone at a record pace for the past, no, excuse me, the post slamdemic era. The MTA admits determining who the billionth rider was isn't an exact science. The stranger deemed the lucky number one billion was Michael Carasquillo, Brooklyn resident who was getting on the train at Atlantic Avenue Barclay Center. Um, a multi-model New Yorker, he was taking the train Monday afternoon en route to pick up his car, which he would drive to pick up his friend and bring her to the doctor. Hmm. How about that? Um, how about that? Hmm. Yeah. At the same time, hang on a second. At the same time, MTA officials estimated the billionth rider would enter the system at 2 p.m. Workers stopped Carrasquillo and um, informed him at which he was flabbergasted and humbled. Riding the MTA almost every day really, really impacts my life and everyone else's life, said Carrasquillo. And we just really appreciate everything that the MCA is doing to just make everyone's life that much more convenient and that much better. To celebrate his achievement, Carrasquillo was gifted a tote bag, t-shirt, hat, and most notably an Omni card loaded with a month of free rides, a gift which left Carrasquillo with mouth agape. The subway has still not fully recovered from the slamdemic days when ridership plummeted as New Yorkers were told to stay home and stop the spread of the coronavirus. The MTA has blamed this on the normalization of working from home, even as auto traffic over MTA bridges and tunnels regularly exceeds pre-slamdemic figures. Ridership continues to trickle up, though September was the first month since the slamdemic when average weekday ridership on the subway was over 4 million, a feat which was repeated in October. The subway reached the billion milestone early this year in 2022. It was not reached until December 27th, while in December 2023, now it was November 14th. Asked his thoughts on being a one in a billion subway rider, Carrasquillo used his 15 minutes of fame to plead with with everyone to be nice to each other, preferring that over his newfound title on the eve of the presidential election. If I could be one in a billion anything, he said, it would be to continue to be a decent human being, be kind to everyone, selfless and transparent. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool of him to say that. Actually, that's pretty cool to say that. Actually, you know what I mean. Let's go to. All right, let's let's talk about member of the Two Live Crew who passed away. Man, that's pretty on this one. Um, so yeah, this is yeah, this is crazy though, man. Um, all right, let's talk about it. And let's talk about this though, man. This is pretty sad. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to it and chatting on the jazz. Um, wait a sec. Wait a second. All right, we got some sad news in the hip hop community. Um, I'm pretty sure you guys know about the Two Live Crew, right? According to People, Mark Ross, better known as rapper Brother Marquis, and a member of the influential Miami hip hop group Two Live Crew, died at the age of 58. Two Live Crew's longtime manager DJ Debo confirmed Marquis's death to People. However, he provided no additional details. Sources told TMZ Ross' death appears to be natural and no foul play is suspected. The hip hop group's Instagram account shared the news on Monday, June 3rd. Mark Ross, aka Brother Marquis, um, of the Two Live Crew has passed away. Hashtag Two Live Crew. All right. Ross was born on April 4th, 1966, in Rochester, New York. He eventually spent his adolescence in Los Angeles, California. before moving to Miami, Florida, and joining the Florida-based hip-hop group. Ross joined the rap group in 1986 and worked alongside DJ Mr. Mix, Fresh Kid Ice, and Luke Skywalker, not to be confused with the character from the Star Wars movies. 80s and 90s. He made his debut with the group on their 1986 album, The Two Live Crew Is What We Are. He also appeared on the 1988 album, Move Something, the 1989 album, As Nasty as They Wanna Be, the 1990 album, Banned in the USA, and the 1991 album, As Nasty as They Wanna Be, Part 2. Their 1989 album was a controversial record, leading one Florida it obscene. This led to the arrest of group members Luke Skywalker, aka Luther Campbell, and the late great Fresh Kid Ice Christopher One, as well as a record store owner who refused to stop selling the album. However, the 11th Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals overturned the obscenity ruling, and the Supreme Court refused to hear the appeal, per Rolling Stone. After the group disbanded by the mid 90s, Ross was later featured on several records throughout the remainder of his career. He also emceed Ice-T on 99 Problems on the rapper's 1993 album Home Invasion. And although the group parted ways in the 90s, Ross, Mr. Mix, aka David P. Hobbs, and the late great Fresh Kid Ice reunited in the 2000s and toured new music until Kid's death in 2017. So SIP to Brother Marquis. All right. Let's see. Let's go into something lighter, man. Let's see. Let's see what else to talk about here. Right. Let's get into Christopher Street. Hang on a second. Hang on a minute here. Wait a minute here. Wait. Hold on a second. Damn, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. Christopher Street. Let's get into that right there, man. A new name. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at this. All right. So Christopher Street in the West Village has a long and illustrious history of being the center of queer life for a lot of New Yorkers. On eastern end of the street is the Stonewall Inn, the legendary gay bar. On the west, Christopher Street Pier has come to represent part of the local queer culture as well. Trans and queer people used it as a meetup spot for decades. In homage to the neighborhood's important past, the Christopher Street subway station will soon be named Christopher Street Stonewall Nation Monument Station. Um, the change in anchor is the result of a new bill sponsored by Senator Brad Hallman Segal and Assembly member in an effort to acknowledge the iconic Stonewall National Monument, a nearby historical landmark that includes the Stonewall Inn, where in 1969 arrived LGBTQ plus movement, Christopher Park and Christopher Street. In 2016, President Obama designated the Stonewall Inn a national monument, making it the country's first and only national park dedicated to LGBTQ plus history. On June 28th, Pride Live, an organization dedicated to accelerating awareness and support for the LGBTQIA plus community, plans to open the Stonewall National Monuments Visitor Center, which will serve as an educational resource, welcoming individuals into an immersive experience through in-person and virtual tours, displays. Renaming the station is a small but significant assertion of the city's history and an affirmation to LGBTQ plus New Yorkers that their history matters. So, all right, so there you go. There you go, right there. Um, okay, let's get into. All right, let's get into. Hang on 1 second. Let's do. Um. All right, let's get into National Chipotle Day. Totally Chipotle Day is celebrated annually every May 5th. It's a day to pay homage to the humble Chipotle pepper, which is used in Mexican and Mexican inspired dishes in the US. This kind of pepper is indeed versatile enough to be used in any cuisine, hotter than a poblano pepper, but not as hot as a serrano pepper on the Scoville scale. National Totally Chipotle Day is a perfect time to stock up on these tasty peppers and use them excuse me, liberally to add spice to your day. Let's see. Let's see. And of course, don't worry about the cars and stuff, man. As long as you can hear me and my voice, that's what matters. Um, okay. Okay, the history of Totally Chipotle Day. Chipotle peppers have been around. It's as old as Mexican cuisine itself. Their name comes from um, Nu Na Nahuati. No, hold on. Nahuatl, the language spoken by the Aztecs. It combines the words chill pepper, chill pepper, and pot potly, smoke, to mean smoked pepper, a favorite of many pepper aficionados. It actually begins as a jalapeno pepper. There are different varieties of jalapenos with varying degrees. It was once primarily found in the markets of central and southern Mexico. From the total production of jalapenos in Mexico, 60% accounts for pickled products, 20% is fresh, and 20% becomes chipotle. It became widely available in the more northern areas of North America as Mexican food became sought after. The jalapeno production and processing likewise expanding to that area. The traditional process of its transformation starts when ripe red jalapeno peppers are put out to dry. After being placed on metal grills, the peppers are then smoked in an oven for several days until they completely dry out. Many Mexican peppers have two names, one for the fresh version and another for the smoked or dried version. The process results in an earthly and pungent ingredient. Its deep smoky flavor and complexity are best paired with flavors that help round it out. Lime juice, cilantro, garlic, or a touch of sweetness are some ideas to try. American favorites like tacos, chilies, are dishes that go well with their flavor. You can also use them in soups, sauces, salsa, marinades, and roasted vegetables. The possibilities for this pepper are endless. Yes. Now we go to the timeline. Early 13th century, the peppers are preserved, smoke drying chipotles as a way of preserving food in case of a bad harvest is practiced in Mesoamerica. 1400s and 1500s, the chili sailed to Europe. Dried chilies make their way to Europe and beyond after Christopher Columbus brings them back from his voyage to the New World. 1500s, the preservation process is passed on. The Aztecs adopt the practice of smoke drying chipotle and then pass it on to the Spaniards, who eventually pass it on to the rest of the world. 1912, the Scoville scale is invented. Pharmacologist Wilbur Scoville creates a way to measure the heat level of peppers using Scoville heat units, or SHU. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see. All right. What total totally Chipotle Day facts? What is the hottest pepper out there? The Carolina Reaper is a cross between a ghost pepper and um a red habanero that clocks in at 2.2 million SHU, or 20 times hotter than a jalapeno. Um, yeah, so jalapenos are naturally grown and found, while chipotles are created when jalapenos are smoked. Jalapenos are green and pack less heat than dark red chipotle. All right, totally Chipotle activities. Um, okay, first off, number one, cook with them. Buy some Chipotle peppers and use them in your favorite dishes. Mix up marinades, dips, and sides of this flavorful pepper for an appetizing bite. Number two, take photos of them. Pics or it didn't happen. Share photos of your creations on your social media feed to get others salivating over your tasty meals. Number three, throw a Mexican fiesta party. Get those ponchos and serve tasty nibbles such as tacos, guacamole, and nachos. Wash them down with tequilas or margaritas, um and you've got yourselves a real party. Five fiery facts about chipotle peppers. Okay, so number one, they are actually jalapeno peppers. Jalapenos left on the vine are harvested when they turn red and smoke dried to make chipotle peppers. Number two, jalapenos to make chipotle peppers. To make just 1 pound of chipotle peppers, you need 10 pounds of jalapenos. There are two types: dark red morita peppers, smoked and dried for half the time of darker chipotles, while Meco peppers are smoked twice as long, resulting in a darker gray color. Number four, it comes in different forms. You can buy them in whole pods, ground flakes, powder, or in an adobo sauce mix. Number five, it has a Scoville scale score used to measure heat in food. The Chipotle peppers registers between 3,000 and 10,000 SHUs. I'll look up the acronym later. Why do we love totally Chipotle Day, you ask? They may prevent heart attacks. Chipotle peppers are packed with nutrients that are good for our health. They have been linked to a reduction in cardiovascular diseases like strokes and um, um, ateros, atherosclerosis. Oof. They may help diabetes sufferers. Um, Capsaicin, an active component found in peppers, can aid in managing insulin levels in your body. This reduces high blood sugar in the body, which is one of the many dangerous conditions associated with diabetes. Yeah. They may ease respiratory conditions. Caps, capsaicin encourages mucus secretion, emptying out the airways and sinuses. It's then um, able to remove irritants or bacteria that cause respiratory or sinus issues. All right. So 2025, Monday, May 5th, 2026, 2027, Wednesday, May 5th, 2028, Friday, May 5th, and 2029, Saturday, May 5th. Okay, let's go on to the next topic. Um, let's go on to the next topic. Let me make sure I cover the bases. Um, all right, let me make sure I am. All right, so we're gonna get into. All right, we're gonna get into. We're gonna get into. All right. We're gonna get into some more stuff actually. So, all right, let's get into some more music. All right, Common and Pete Rock. Here we go. All right, and this is from Variety. Common and Pete Rock have announced their anticipated new album, The Auditorium Volume One, and it's out right now. It came out July 12th via Loma Vista. The Auditorium Volume One will feature guest appearances from Jennifer Hudson, Bilal, PJ, and De La Soul's um, Post Newells. The tandem with the announcement, the pair released the single Dreamin', touting a sample of Aretha Franklin's classic Daydreamin'. They previously teased the project with Wise Up, which dropped in May. End quote. For me, this all started with a dream, Common wrote on Instagram. A dream to let the world know I've been here. A dream to be a part of hip hop. A dream to MC at a level where De La Soul, A Tribe Called Quest, KRS-One, and Ice Cube knew who I was. It's been a dream of mine to work with the legendary R- Pete Rock, real Pete Rock, on more than just one song. I've been dreaming my whole life. I have to say, the love you all have. Hold on. Yeah, the love, the love you all have. been showing has been incredible. He continued. And no, anytime someone says they are looking forward to that album you are doing with Pete Rock, it just makes me happy to be a part of this art form. Um, we pray and hope that this music will move your spirit and be with you for the rest of your life. Thanks to all who helped make it happen and to all of you for the supreme love. God bless. Hip hop fans have long anticipated a full length collaboration from Common and Pete Rock. The two have worked together in the past for Common's 1996 Ice Cube diss track, The Bitch in Yo, and Pete Rock's Verbal Murder 2 alongside late great Big Pun and Nori 2 years later. Common last released the two-part album A Beautiful Revolution in 2020 and 2021, while Pete Rock most recently dropped his Baby Boy beat type with Black Savon last year. All right. All right. Another one. Another one. Let's see. Let me see if I missed out on any. No. Let's get into some music releases. Let's get into some music releases. All right. So, music releases. We have regularly. All right. Um, some regular releases and stuff. So of course, tomorrow, November 8th, Absol Soulburger Top Dog Entertainment. The Bloody Lady, by Claire Rousey. Let's see. Hang on one second. Land and Lancy Foe, by Fami Guerrero. Um, Naughty World by Lil Shimmy. Come Ahead, Primal Scream. Sahim by Saab Bobby. Talking Heads 77, by Talking Heads. Let's see. Let's see. Damn, hold on. This shit is acting up. Hold on. Yeah, this shit is acting up. Anyway, let me keep going here. Let me keep going here. Where were we? Yes. The Shape of Punk. Wait, where is this shit? Yeah, The Shape of Punk to Come Obliterated, by VNA. Acrylic by Yada Bands. Young Nudie. Hold on. Slimare 2 by Young Nudie. Big Sad 1900. Hold on. 1900, 1937. South 1900. Oh boy. All right. I'm gonna save the rest of these. I'm gonna save the rest of these releases. I'm gonna save this for another time, actually. I'll save this for another time. Let's see. I don't want to be on this. All right, so we're gonna go to, hold on a second. We're gonna go to, there's more stuff that I wanted to get into, actually. All right, so we're gonna get into some TV news, man. We're gonna get into some TV news right here. Some TV news. and it's gonna be some TV show checkouts. We're gonna get into it here. Got to start off with the creator from Euphoria and why it's taking so long for season 3 and all the other stuff. So we're gonna get into it right here, right now. All right, all right. So, all right, what's going on with the Euphoria dilemma? All right, according to the people from Yahoo.com/entertainment, um, the wait for Euphoria season 3 never ends. HBO CEO Casey Bloys gave an update to Variety Tuesday on the next season of the Emmy Award winning drama series, which has been delayed numerous times and hasn't started filming yet. Sammy's working on it, Bloys said, referring to Euphoria creator and executive producer Sam Levinson. There's been a lot of back and forth, he added. One of the issues I think that Sam is thinking about is that he doesn't want to have it in high school anymore. That's where it was then. Jeez, man. Back and forth. A lot of back and forth. That can't be fucking good, man, for anybody for that matter. You know what I'm saying? That can't be good. That cannot be good. That cannot be good, man. I just wish they could get their shit together though, man. You know what I'm saying? Um I just wish they could get this shit together because enough is enough, man. For real, for real. Um oh gosh. Um all right. Um boy. Oops, wrong one.
Why?
All right. All right. So, um, blinds continue. So when you take it out of that, there's a lot of back and forth about where to set it and how far in the future to set it and all that stuff. But I think he's got a take that he's excited about and he's busy writing. The TV execs was also asked if the main cast will return for season three or if he preferred the show to move forward with new stars. It's the same core cast, Boyd said. Euphoria premiered on HBO in 2019 and stars Zendaya, Jacob um, Elordi, Hunter Schafer, Sydney Sweeney, Alexa Demi, Eric Dane, Maud Apatow, Storm Reed, and Coleman Domingo. The season two finale aired in February 2022. In March 2024, HBO announced that season three filming was temporarily put on hold. HBO and Sam Levinson remain committed to making an exceptional third season, the network said at the time in a statement to Variety. In the interim, we are allowing our in demand cast to pursue other opportunities. And production on season three was delayed due to the double whammy Writers Guild of America and Actors Guild American Federation of Television and Radio Artists strikes in Hollywood and the July 2023 death of co-star Angus Cloud, who played drug dealer Fesco. Cloud was 25 and his death was ruled an accidental overdose due to the combination of fentanyl, cocaine, methamphetamine. Zendaya, who is also an executive producer on Euphoria, admitted in April that she doesn't know when the show is coming back. If it's right for the characters and everything turns out the way it should, of course, she said, adding that she's not in charge of of whether the show will return. But it's beyond me, the Challenger star said. Schaefer, who plays Jules Vaughn, expressed optimism that the series miss everybody. Everyone is doing very well in their careers right now. Schaefer told Variety in April, everyone's kind of blown up. And so with that comes people traveling a lot. Whatever happens, I'm excited to get back together once it's time to catch up and hang out. Um all right, next we have some premiere dates to talk about here. And this is according to Deadline. So, as Hollywood mid-season is the new fall, as Hollywood and the broader industry continue to recover from the deliberating dual actors and writer strikes, the 2024 television landscape is coming into focus. All of the broadcast networks have set return dates for most of their shows, but there's no usual premiere week to speak of. But as series return to production with lower episode counts this um, truncated season, here is Deadline's annual list of premiere dates for new and returning TV series. The roster covers hundreds of broadcast, cable, and streaming programs debuting through 2024, with many still listed as TBA, which is to be announced. It includes series premieres and seasons debuts, shows returning from hiatus, and some one-offs, which is spin-offs, such as live sports and awards specials, but not movies. The list includes shows that are in limbo for now, but are likely to get premiere dates in the coming months. Note that older premiere dates are listed at the bottom. All right, so of course, obviously, today is November 7th. Outer Banks on Netflix, season 4. Born for the Spotlight, Netflix new drama series. Netflix new documentary miniseries, Countdown Paul versus Tyson. Prime Video new drama series, Citadel Honey Bunny. Peacock new drama series, The Day of the Jackal. Peacock new documentary series, Eat, Slay, Love. Hallmark Plus new drama series, Unwrapping Christmas. Annie season 10, After the First 48. Annie season 3, Interrogation Raw. Alaska PD. Annie season 2, Alaska PD. Food, of course, Christmas Cookie Challenge on Food Network season 8. Season 2, of Very Important People. New drama miniseries, Until I Kill You, from BritBox. Very Important People drop out, of course. Of course. Season 1 of British drama series, via Play US Rebus. November 8th, which is a Friday. Hold on. Damn it. November 8th. Let's get to November 8th. All right, November 8th. November 8th. Of course, tomorrow, which is a Friday. Let's get to it right here. So new drama series from Prime Video, Every Minute Counts. Netflix's new docuseries, Investigation Alien. Netflix new dramas limited series, Bank Under Siege. Netflix new comedy series, Mr. Plankton. Netflix new drama series, The Cage. History, season 15, Gold Rush. November 9th, Arcane on Netflix, season 2. November the 10th, Yellowstone is in its final season, moved from November 2023, and it's on Paramount Network. New poker series on Vice, US Poker Open. Adult Swim new anime series, Mashley and Muscles. November 11th, new documentary on Prime Video, In the Cold Water, The Shelter Bay Mystery. November 12th, new comedy series, St. Denis Medical on NBC. The Shelter Bay Mystery on Prime of In Cold War. Shelter Bay Mystery on Prime Video. The Curse of Oak Island season 12, Moonshiners season 14 on Discovery. New docuseries, The Last Woodsman on Discovery. Season 3 of the Beat Bobby Flay Holiday Throwdown on Food Network. Christina in the Country HGTV season 2, Road Roars A&E season 4, Extreme Road Ragers A&E new docuseries, Operation Undercover new docuseries on Investigation Discovery. I'll save the rest of the TV series premieres and all that stuff for November, for the month of November, for next time in a future episode. All right. So, what do you say we wrap this up right here, man? We're gonna wrap up. Hold on a second. Hold on. We are going to wrap up, and from there, all right. All right, we're gonna wrap up right here with our last segment of the night, which is stream choices on the go. This is where I inform you folks out there at home that's listening where to listen, where to stream, and where to watch and where to follow the podcast. All right. So so here it is. Stream choices on the go. Follow Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast on Facebook, along with Threads and my other podcast shows that I do, and myself, which is also on Instagram as well, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, my sports edition show, my entertainment review show, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast is also on Instagram as well as myself, G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. Be sure to um, be sure to turn your notifications and all that other stuff for details and all that stuff. I will be back on Instagram Live soon, so don't worry. Um, so yeah, if you go to the link in bio, linktree / G Money Stacks 555, you're gonna see a whole list of streaming platforms, which includes Odyssey, Audible, Audioburst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Overhaul FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podcasters, Stitcher, Tuning Radio, Fountain, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app where you can listen to music, radio shows, and podcast episodes for free. Free 99. You don't need a credit card or debit card to download iHeartRadio. All you need to do is go ahead and follow and subscribe on every streaming platform, including iHeartRadio, and do the same on YouTube. Make sure you grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page. I appreciate every single one of you who subscribe to the channel. We're up to 90 subscribers right now. I appreciate that very much. Um, and and yeah, make sure you comment on the episodes, including this one, the topics, and of course, be sure to listen, stream, watch, share the videos. Be sure to share the videos. Be sure to um, add the podcast to your playlist. Enable alerts so you'll be notified on when I'll be on the air recording new episodes of each live stream podcast episode recordings. All right. And when new episodes is going to be dropping. So there you go, right there. And also be sure to tell a friend to another friend, spread the word. Word of mouth is important. Share my Linktree link, Linktree / G Money Stacks 555 with all the streaming platform links to your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, people you're cool with from work and everywhere else in between. And yeah, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for me, man. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Greginator. Thank you very much for listening to the 359th episode titled Chipotle as a dedication to the holiday. And remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard and earn it. It's not going to be given to you on a fucking silver platter. Um, you just have to work hard. Practice make perfect. Um, find something that makes you happy. Find your niche and skills that make you happy creatively, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, that gets you into your zone of tunnel vision. All right. And also, there's no manual to following your path and your journey. Everything is done naturally and organically. You know what I'm saying? And also, look, I know a lot of things is a little dark right now with the idiot in office for the 40 for 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 President 47. And and look, man, there's going like I said, man, there's going to be a time there's going to be some dark stuff and stuff that's going on. But just because that's been happening and you get knocked down, that doesn't mean give up. You just have to get back up again, and just try again. And I guess the more of the story is it's it's all about you, all right? It's all about you. And do what's best for you. And yeah, take care of yourselves. I'll be I'll be back. See you on the flip side with more new topics and everything else in between. And yeah, enjoy your weekend. I'll be back with the next episode and all that great stuff and some fun places for the weekend and all that other stuff in a few minutes. Peace and one love. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Good night, everybody.